Hi everyone, this is Jan Oliveira and I'm a creative team member for oscrafts.com, and I'm going to show you today how to use some of the products to build a layout here in Photoshop Elements. So I hope you join me. Today we are working with two designers that are Crafty Button here, which usually she does some more Arduino kind of style. And we're going to work with this kit called Darkest Before Dawn. So even though it has its name, don't worry about it. It's not going to be a somber layout. And we're going to work also with Litha designs with some of her photo masks and some of her transfers. Okay, so we're going to mix this meat. So using Litha's masks and transfers with Crafty Button kit. But before you get started here, I wanted to show you an effect that I did here on Photoshop Elements. So this is my finished thing here, and I want to show you the original picture here. So if I close here, so this is the original picture, and then we did this in Photoshop Elements. And the way you do that, when you come here to effects in Photoshop Elements, you have this little menu here at the top, and you have all these options. I went to painting and I chose the watercolor, so it gives you this nice kind of painted effect there, just something different, because as you can see here, he's entering a place here, is nothing of extraordinary, really boring picture. We just, because we're gonna talk about a story about this picture, we just want to make the picture a little more artsy to go together with the layout. So not a huge thing there, just to give it some touch. So you can do that if you think your picture is a little boring. So right now, we can transfer this to the clipping method. I don't want to do two separate things. So right now let's just build the base of the layout. So we are going to start here with a 12 by 12 layout. I usually do 10 by 10 because even if it's 10 by 10, you can print at 12. So okay, we have here one of the papers from the kit, and I'm going to start now building that frame here, the PST file. So here, let me show you here how works this frame. So here I put one of the backgrounds, and I'm gonna build that because the other paper seems a little strong to what I want to do. So I'm gonna kind of mix papers, but first let's talk about this frame here. So this is the Litha's masks here. So as you can see, she has here a place that tells you to clip your photos. So just gonna go back to my photo here, and I created a stamp layer here at the top, and what a stamp layer is, it flattens all your layers and create a copy of it, and it's Command Control Option E. I have it set up on my Wacom, but it's Command Control Option E. So now I'm gonna go back here and bring that picture here. So as you can see here, it goes on top of you. You just can delete this. She just did that to exemplify to you. And then what you can do is just clip now this picture to the layout. So now we have everything there. And what you can do, you can select all the layers and bring that to the layout, or you can just flatten with the stamp option. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you how you want to bring things to a layout. So I'm gonna close this now because I don't need this here, and I don't need the mask, this one. But she has another let me see here on the elements here on the Crafty Button. she doesn't have a mask, but so what I was thinking is to bring Leitha's other mask. So I can bring like this one. And what I really want here is just a mask. And bring that mask to the background. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the opacity of this mask a little bit. And I'm going to bring now a paper from the craft button. So we can just bring that there. And Command Option Alt to click there. And I'm going to make this smaller. So I can see some of this. I want to make him a little bit smaller. Or here. And he needs to there. So I want to call more attention to this name over here and him. Okay. So now we can start building up a little bit. So I want to put some more color here on the background. So I'm going to put some things behind and on top of this paper that So I like how it just went all over the page like that. Let me try to see. You have to try and see what you like. Sometimes putting a blend mode make things a little bit more interesting. So it made a little bit darker, so I like that. I'm gonna make this mask a little bit smaller here. And I'm going to move this paper around. There we go. There we go. So we have a little bit more of the blue there. Okay, and another one that she has that I like, because I always have this stars motif with my sun. It's a motif that I like a lot. I'm thinking of this one. Let's see if it works. You have to see what it works. Sometimes what you have in your mind doesn't work, and that's the thing. We sometimes think that people have all the things set up and everything always works great. No, it doesn't. We have to keep trying and keep doing things to see if it goes well with what we're creating. I'm thinking to pick up this very dark blue over here. This is a tip for you to always pick up colors from the pictures to help you create that harmony. Although when you use a whole kit, it already saves you time with that. But then if you pick up colors from your pictures, it's gonna really help you. So, okay, so let's go edit few layer. Oh yes, so that looks much, much better. So, have a little bit more interest. So what I'm going to do here is take this chevron here, Command Control J, and copy that and bring here to this other side. So we're trying to create some repetition here, okay? Because if you're doing things in real life, at least when I used to do mixed media in real life, you never stamp the stamp just once, right? You're stamping it. So we don't want to seem like you're just doing things once. We're going to do the same here with the stars. And with this one, if you are in Photoshop, what I would use right now is the blend mode. Because I'm not in Photoshop, I'm just going to reduce here the opacity. Also, what helps is if you can reduce the fill of the layer in Photoshop as well. So I just wanted the hint that is there, or maybe let me use the blend mode and see overlay. Yeah. Let's try linear burn. Yeah, because the problem is the color. Blue is a very dark color, so it's not gonna go with the light ones, and it's gonna be too strong with the dark ones. So yeah, so let me put to normal, and I'm just gonna decrease it here. And so Photoshop Elements has these brushes that is from Photoshop Elements, thick heavy brushes, and they also have the wet media, right? So they have a bunch of things here. So we're gonna try here rough ink. We're gonna increase it here, the size. Let me see. Way more. So with our layer selected, I'm just gonna put here to clear mode. And we basically, let me reduce the opacity. We basically just wanna touch it up a little bit and make the stamping imperfect. So you basically faking that you are erasing, but you're really not erasing it. It's just the blend mode of the brush here. I'm gonna go to this one as well and make it a little bit more imperfect, so it's not so strong. Okay, just some nice scribbles. So I'm just putting a glitter style that I have here from Viva Artistry. Let me see the color. I think the steel is better. So Command Control J. Again, we are repeating things. Just a little pick here. There. So basically, I'm just gonna finish some elements and show you. So everyone, so this is the way I finish. I just put some little embellishments here at this corner here of the page. And this balances with this scribble here at the top here. Okay, so we can have this triangle here. And I then gonna take this and shadow in Photoshop, because I like to shadow my things using Photoshop. But if you're using Photoshop Elements, you can definitely use you know, the shadows in Photoshop, or you can use whatever shadow style that you have. At the store we have some shadow styles, so you can do that, but it's a matter just of shadow this 3D elements. I usually don't use a lot of elements because already the background is very busy and painted, but you can certainly use more if you want, if you like flowers or whatever your picture goes. So I hope that helps. So we combined some masks with papers today, and we used the watercolor effect here in Photoshop Elements, and we combined some Artjournal to do a scrapbooking page, and we distressed some stamps here with the clear mode brush in Photoshop Elements. And I hope you enjoy, and if you create something, make sure to post there in the gallery. We would love to see or comments in the post in our blog. So I see you guys next time. Thank you.